Standard 10th History, Lesson number 9, Heritage Management. Boys, we'll see the textual question answer markings of this lesson. So open your textbooks to page number 66. Question number 1A. Complete the sentences by choosing the correct option. The first one, Louvre Museum has in its collection the much acclaimed painting of Dash by Leonardo da Vinci. The answer is Mona Lisa. Second, Dash at Kolkata is the first museum in India. The answer is Indian Museum. 1B. Identify the wrong pair in the following. 4 pairs are given to us. So the incorrect pair is the first one. Maharaja Sayaji Rao University, Delhi. Question number 2. Explain the following statements with reasons. The first one, archives and libraries publish research journals, informative pamphlets, leaflets, posters, etc. The answer to this question is on page 59. Left hand side, first paragraph. Below the pink box. First line is your first point. The sources of history and all the history books that are available today are the results of the diligent work of several historians. Second point, institutes like libraries, please cancel museums. Okay, so institutes like libraries and archives conserve and preserve this precious historical heritage. Third point, they choose important specimens from the heritage collection and exhibit them. See the next paragraph, first line, that's point number 4. The documents and artifacts which are not exhibited but historically very important are stored in the cancel museums and go to the next line, in the archives after completing necessary treatments for their conservation and preservation. The fifth point is not in your textbook, so I have typed it over here. Point number 5. In order to make the historical events, personalities and historical research known to the people, and then I have typed dash dash dash. This means you are going to copy the statement of the question. Okay, so your fifth point goes this way. In order to make the historical events, personalities and historical research known to the people, archives and libraries publish research journals, informative pamphlets, leaflets, posters, etc. So that's why over here also I have written point number 5. So half is over there and the dash dash dash. In the remaining half you are going to continue by copying the question itself. Okay, so that's answer 2.1, which comprises of 5 points. Now we'll see question number 2.2. Only trained persons who are duly qualified can take up the task involved in the work of conservation and preservation. The answer to this question is on page 59. Right hand side, left hand side, second last paragraph. See, it's highlighted in pink over here. Sources of history, their conservation and preservation. Now the first point of this answer is just 2 lines above this pink highlighted box. Libraries. Can you all see this, children? That's point number 1. After libraries, please write museums and archives. Okay, so that's point number 1. Libraries, museums and archives. Conserve, after conserve write and. Okay, libraries, museums and archives conserve and preserve, please write precious historical heritage. So your first point is libraries, museums and archives conserve and preserve precious historical heritage. Now see the second last paragraph, first line, that's point number 2. Each step like collecting the sources of history, creating their records and indexes, exhibiting manuscripts, old books and artifacts after completing necessary treatments requires very careful handling and management. Third point, It needs people with specific skills. Fourth point is not mentioned in the textbook, so I have typed it below over here. Point number 4. It is essential to know about precautions to be taken. Fifth and the last point is after point number 3. Please write thus, okay, at the beginning. So point number 5, thus, only trained persons who are duly qualified can take up these tasks. So this is answer 2.2, which comprises of 5 points. Next question, question number 3. Write short notes on. The first one, Sthalakosh. The answer to this question is on page number 65. Left hand side, last paragraph below this brown color box. Okay, Sthalakosh. First line, first point. Geographical information is essential for historical studies. Second point. Before encyclopedia, please write Sthalakosh is an. Okay, so your second point starts this way. Sthalakosh is an encyclopedia giving information about historical places. Third point is the next line. Stanapoti. Please cancel 14th century CE. So Stanapoti, next line, is an encyclopedic text. Cancel which is an encyclopedic text composed by Muni Vyas of Mahanubhav sect. Fourth point, it describes all those places visited by Chakradhar Swami, the founder of, right hand side is a continuation of this point, the founder of the Mahanubhav sect. Fifth point is the next paragraph, second line. Siddheshwar Shastri Chitrav compiled this encyclopedic book named, please write named after book and go back to the name of the book which is on the first line, Prachin Bharatiya Sthalakosh. I am repeating point number 5 once again. Siddheshwar Shastri Chitrav compiled the encyclopedic book named Prachin Bharatiya Sthalakosh. Sixth and the last point. It provides information about various places mentioned in Vedic literature, Kautilya Arthashastra, Panini's grammar, Valmiki Ramayana, Mahabharata, Puranas, medieval Sanskrit literature and Shabdakosh. Also in Jain and Buddhist literature, in Greek, Chinese and Persian literature. Till here, that's answer 3.1, which comprises of 6 points. Next question, 3.2. Vishwakosh. The answer is on page 65. Right hand side, second paragraph. It's highlighted in maroon here. Vishwakosh. First line is your first point. The first Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Honorable Shri Yashwantrao Chauhan, initiated the compilation of Marathi Vishwakosh through Maharashtra Rajya Sahitya Samskruti Mandal. Second point, please write it was done. Okay, so your second point goes this way. It was done with a view to enhance the sphere of Marathi language and literature. Third point, the work was started under the guidance of Tarkatirth Lakshman Shastri Joshi. Fourth point, it contains knowledge about all possible subjects in the world. Fifth and the last point, it also contains very important entries about history. Till here, that's answer 3.2 Vishwakosh, which comprises of 5 points. 3.3 Samanya Kosh, page number 65. Right hand side, last paragraph. Samanya Kosh. Okay, that's your first point. Please cancel there. So your first point goes this way. Samanya Kosh are encyclopedic text explaining the terminology, for instance, colonialism, globalization, etc. of history. Second point, please cancel such text and in place of that write this course is. Okay. So this course is very useful for the teachers of history. Now the third, fourth and the fifth point are not mentioned in the textbook. So I have typed it over here. So I'll just read it out for you all. Third point, while studying any subject, we come across many new words. If their exact meaning is not understood, it can create a lot of confusion. That's point number 3. Then point number 4. In order to avoid such illusions, this course is prepared. Fifth and the last point, in Samanya Kosh, all subject related concepts are collected and explained. Till here. That's answer 3.3, which comprises of 5 points. Now we'll see the next question. Question number 3.4. Saraswati Mahal Granthalay. The answer is on page number 62. Left hand side, last paragraph. The last line, that's your point number 1. The Saraswati Mahal Granthalay in, the continuation is on the right hand side, first line, Thanjavur, Tamil Nadu was built in the 16th and 17th century during the times of Nayak dynasty. Second point, in 1675 CE, that's a common era, Vyankoji Raje Bhosle conquered Thanjavur and established his independent role. Third point, Vyankoji Raje Bhosle and his successors kept expanding the Saraswati Mahal Granthalay. Fourth point, Sarfaroji Raje Bhosle contributed the most in this expansion. Fifth and the last point, in 1918, the library was renamed as the Thanjavur Maharaja Sarfaroji's Saraswati Mahal Library in his honor. So, this is answer 3.4, which comprises of 5 points. Next question. Question number 4. Give elaborate answers to the following. Children, both answers to both these questions. Why is library management important? And which tasks are important in archives management? Both these answers are not given clearly in your textbook. So I will type the notes and I will send it, post it on the Google Classroom. Okay. Question number 5. Complete the following concept chart. Types of encyclopedia. Children, this web diagram is on page number 63. Right hand side, third paragraph. Can you see it's highlighted here? Types of encyclopedia. So there are 4 types. The first one, dictionaries. Second, comprehensive encyclopedia or the Vishwakosh. Third, encyclopedic literature or Koshsa Drush. And the fourth one, indexes. So that's the answer for your concept chart. So children, we have completed with the textual question answer markings of this lesson. I want you all to copy these answers in your history notebooks and start preparing for your exams. Thank you, boys.